In the beginning, there was no war between the masculine and the feminine. They were forces, not roles, sun and moon, fire and water, stillness and flow. Together, they shaped the dance of life, one to build the house, the other to make it a home, one to protect the fire, the other to keep it burning. But something happened along the way. Empires rose, religion became hierarchy, love became possession, and balance became power struggle. Masculinity was slowly stripped of its heart, reduced to muscle, command, and conquest. And femininity, once revered in myth as the source of life and intuition, was shackled into silence, service, and shame. Boys were told, "Be tough, be loud, don't cry, crying is for girls." And so they locked their softness away. They learned to speak through fists and silence. Girls were told, "Be nice, be small, be agreeable." And so they swallowed their rage until it grew into rebellion. This is not a man versus woman story. This is a wound passed down across centuries, and it bleeds in quiet places, in men who are never told it's okay to feel, in women who are told they are too much for feeling at all. Psychologists like Carl Jung saw it clearly. He spoke of the anima and animus, the divine masculine and feminine within each of us, not opposites, but mirrors, waiting to be reunited. Ancient texts echoed this wisdom. Shiva was not complete without Shakti. The yin is not whole without the yang. In every soul there is a warrior and a nurturer, a rebel and a healer, a fire starter and a water bearer. But modern society forgot. We built systems that reward aggression and dismiss empathy. We called care work women's work. We called leadership a man's world. We boxed souls into genders and forgot that humanness comes before any label. Feminism was never about hating men. It was about reclaiming humanity. It rose not to dominate, but to restore balance, to remind the world that strength can cry and softness can roar. Masculinity, too, is rediscovering itself, not through power over others, but through power over self, presence, integrity, groundedness, the courage to listen, to unlearn, to hold space. Some of history's greatest revolutions were not just masculine or feminine, they were human. Bhagat Singh's fire, Savitribai Phule's light, Galileo's rebellion, Simone de Beauvoir's mind, Malala's bravery, and even characters we love, Rancho, Forrest, Ishan Awasthi, souls who didn't fit the mold, but changed the story anyway. So maybe it's not about choosing sides. Maybe it's about healing what was split. Maybe it's time to raise boys who can feel and girls who don't apologize for taking up space. Maybe it's time to accept that in every man there is a whisper of the feminine, and in every woman a thunder of the masculine. And maybe the future belongs to those who are no longer afraid to be whole. Let this be the rebellion, not against each other, but against the walls we've built between who we are and who we're told to be. Voice, not volume. Compassion, not control. Wisdom, not war. That's the way forward.